think the banner drops are super important, as are the demonstrations. They help us, bring us together. They give us a sense of that we're not isolated, that there's a lot of people that feel the same way that I do about the shameful actions that are going on in our federal government. Sometimes I feel like, even though I also do some letter writing and postcard writing and phone calling, I do think the banner drops are important. But I also feel like if we're really going to make a difference, we're going to have to kick it up a level. And I don't know yet what that is, but I do feel like it's going to be an element of anger, unfortunately, and more action.
Historically, all these movements started small, and this has to happen whether we succeed or not. It might not be in the cards for us to know, but it has to happen. Resistance at this point is imperative.
I first began protesting in the late 1960s and 70s as part of the women's movement and as part of the anti-Vietnam War movement. I saw the those social movements had and believe that protests are part of the people's voice. I'm very concerned about public education being adequately funded, K through 12, as well as access to Greenfield Community College and other colleges. Without financial aid, without public school funding that comes to our states to fund our programs, children will be left behind.
The president that we have voted into office is somebody that people thought could think globally and help our country economically, but that's not the case. We're seeing, I think, pretty clearly that he and his administration are self-centered. They're unimaginative. They don't understand how connections between countries can work in this world, and I think they're going to do a lot of damage.
I have friends and neighbors who are struggling to keep a roof over their heads amidst a horrible ongoing housing crisis in our area, and now the Republican administration is trying to make it worse. If my neighbors and friends lose their Section 8 vouchers, they'll lose their homes. I stand out to save housing support for our most vulnerable friends and neighbors.
And these are opportunities for us to come together on an overpass to share messages about what's happening to our democracy, and that just how important it is that we reclaim our democracy and take the power back into our own hands as we the people.